welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I am so happy you are here. Yes, we are doing one of the highly voted on readings. So if you actually want to be part of deciding what content I create, you can go into the community tab and vote there. I put weekly ones up so every week we have different choices. So this one is one of the highest one, and it is, why do people like fall in love with you? Like, what is it about you? Like, what is it? Like the mystery of what it is that makes people fall in love with you. And so I'm just going to introduce you each pile. So this is going to be pile 1. I actually love all of them. I could already feel that there's like lots of beautiful messages coming through here. This is going to be pile 2. This is going to be pile 3. Yes, look at that. And then this is going to be pile 4. And just so you know, you can always choose more than one pile, and always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Listen to your intuition and your own guidance, your inner guidance. Like, you have a beautiful inner compass, and you should always listen to that. I always think pick cards is more like an echo or a confirmation. That's how I look at it. So, all right, so let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. Close our eyes, shift around a little bit. Oh, I can feel the love coming through here. And now as you exhale and open your eyes, choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do this. Hello, my friends from pile 1. I'm so happy you are here. Thank you so much if you are new and you're giving me a chance. Thank you for giving me that. And also for all of my friends who have been with me for a while. Thank you for coming back. It really does mean a lot to me. All right, so why do people fall in love with you? Here we have the heart of a warrior. So and so what I'm seeing here with this heart of a warrior is actually you're the type of person who will defend your loved ones, or even those who feel is like a bit of an underdog. You just have this, I don't know, you have a very giving nature. I do feel like I really like this butterfly wings, because it's sort of like you are always transforming. There's always a sense of growth here. It's sort of like you're not one of those people who's just is necessarily stuck in their ways, but rather willing to try, willing to open themselves up. I do really like this. But I do see that there's a little bit of here the roses is kind of like, there is a sense of, you're very sweet, you're very, like, there's a sweetness to you, there's a kindness to you, but you do have thorns, not in a bad way, but like I said, to me, it's sort of like you do defend, especially loved ones, especially also like, I feel like maybe animals, or like where you feel like I said, underdog. So let's go ahead. Oh, look at them. Let's go further. Here we go. Wow, look at this energy. So beautiful. See if I want to like try to get everything to fit. It's always so hard to get everything to fit on camera. So we'll just move this up higher, and then we'll have the bottom because there's still more. Whoa, look at that. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. That's so fascinating. So you got an extra card, because I think I was going with 3 and 3. So can you see everything? All right, you can't necessarily see everything, but we have, like, you have 2 knights here. You have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Very much like there is that transformative energy. So the Knight energy for me is all about movement. It's sort of like even the Knight of Pentacles, right? It's still movement. It's a slower movement, but it's still movement. So to me, there's like, when you come into somebody's life, you bring in movement to theirs. You bring in some sort of like energy of like a transformative energy. With the Knight of Cups, there's a sense of you have very much a giver of love, but it's also, to me, very much like a romantic heart. So you have, and look at the 6 of Pentacles. I didn't even I was so focusing on the Knights, I didn't even see. Yeah, see, very giving, very you're giving. So here you give onto others. But there's a little message here that you also have to like be open to receiving. That's something I think you need to do a little work on, my friends. Okay, so we have this Knight. So like I said, very much a romantic heart. I do feel like you like to, and here with this warrior, it sort of like makes me feel like you do like to stand up, but especially coming from your heart, like emotions are very important to you, and so I can tell it's so is like your heart is definitely a major here, because even here with the cups, yes, that's like emotions. That to me is also like a lot of heart, but here we also have the Knight of Wands, which is all about passion and creativity, right? But the passion coming again from the heart. So I feel like, yeah, I love that you chose this, because the heart is playing such a strong component of why people fall in love with you. I feel like you're a bit idealistic. And not in the, like I said, very like you have this sense of idealism to you, and that kind of comes through here with this Page of Swords. There's also like, yeah, I feel like you're idealistic, and also your thoughts are very young. You also speak a lot of like you tell people I would say what you think is truth, like and so yeah, because it's the Page of Swords is actually kind of what I kind of wish I had more of. It's a clear expression. You're able to speak clearly. See what I mean? And so there's that sense that comes through here as well. And then there is we have the Empress. And here with the Seven of Wands is what I'm saying. I really do feel like you actually stand up. You're willing to, I would say, not follow the norm, not conform, but rather stand out and like battle if you have to. Like you will defend. It's what I'm seeing here. There's a sense of being willing to defend. There is like one big thing about that attracts people to you is this Empress energy. And so this Empress energy, it's like there's a sense of attraction, there's a sense of like there's a feminine quality to you, but like I said, it's sort of it's even kind of, if you actually see, the Empress energy is sided by the Knights. By for me, it's sort of like deep inside there's this very feminine energy, but what you really portray yourself as, like this is more of your external, is there's the sense of like you're very, like, I want to say fun. You kind of are, you go towards stuff, try something new. It's sort of like you're willing to try something new, especially if it's kind of like creative or something that's exciting. There's a lot of sense of excitement. You're also up for like even with the Knight of Cups, like you like this romance. There's an intimateness, like you provide like this sense of being very intimate. Like you give people this sense of that they're the whole world. Like your attention on them is sort of makes them feel very special. That's what it is. There you have this very much, and it's also a little flirty. I have to say, there's a flirty energy to you, and you can express yourself quite well. Kudos to you. But overall here, in every package, the deep, love how, the overall package though is this Empress energy, very feminine, very, sexy, and there's just like, but you know what you want. I think that's something, especially with this Empress, there's a sense of knowing what you want. Oh my goodness, and I love it. Look, I just noticed it. And you see the flowers here over the head, and then you have the flowers here over as well. Like, guess I would say they are roses, or something like that. So roses here. So definitely, wow, I love that. There's like a synchronicity there for that. And so the Six of Swords, I do think that you help others. Like I said, with this transformative energy, you give them help, and you help them Maybe through advice, maybe through like, because you might be like I said, very well spoken. You help them through rough waters. You help them move away from any rough waters. You help them move forward. Transformative energy all the way. Very much, very giving, but willing to fight. I like that. I like it a lot. Okay, let's see what other things. Why do people fall in love with you? Ship. Yeah, look at this. Again, this is long distance and everything. I'm sorry, my friend is here. I just fed them, but now it's time for them to hang out with their mom. So we have voyages, slow movement. No, there's movement. Your movement. This is your energy. Your energy in here, even with the six, right over there, right after that 6 of swords. You provide movement for others. There's a sense. So let's say, I want to say, like, especially those who are feeling stuck, maybe with. Maybe they were hurt in the past. You bring this new energy to them that allows them to move forward. You give them hope. I really want to say that. So change directions. Yes. Wow. Look, I'm just like, I'm blown away how like so many synchronicities with this. So yeah, you change directions. And so I should probably introduce you. So this is the Manga Tarot. This is the traditional Manga Tarot. And this is, I forgot what this is called, but this is the Love Lettermond by V Love and Tarot. And this is the Divine Intelligence by Moonmouth Goddess. So yes, and this is going to be the wish. Okay, so travel. Again, look at, wow, you have a lot of travel. You have a lot of movement, right? Look at this, travel ship, 6 of Swords. Wow, so maybe you have, like, you're well, you've traveled a lot. You have, like, a lot of knowledge. And it could be why there's this motion too. But there's this sense of, I want to say, very exotic energy towards you, and why people find you attractive. You also have a lot of knowledge, or express it very well in terms of travel. Like maybe you have a lot of trivia knowledge about different places. Maybe you like geography, or or what is it? What else I want to say? Well, just basically, you just like, maybe you like different cultures and learning about them. Closed. Again, it's sort of, for me, it's like you have this healing energy that allows them to close the past, like whatever needs to be closed, like they let go of the past with you. No, not with you per se, but they let go of the past that's been holding on, because you help them move forward. Very transformative energy. Very, like, you have no idea how much you change people. And this is like, yes, and this is why they fall in love with you. But I feel like it's also just in general. So like, you could just be friends, and this is just sort of this energy that you help them. I feel like you have transformative and transmuting, like you help them transmute their past and move forward. Look at this. This is also why fun is your middle name. Fun is your middle name right there. That is the Knight of Wands. There is this energy. You make them try new things, move forward. Like, if somebody is stuck in a rut, you get them moving. Oh, I love this. This is very amazing energy. I love you, group 1. Singing. Okay, and this might be also, so maybe you're a good singer. So emotional freedom, excitement, incommunicable vocal. No, there's a sense of emotional freedom. You allow people this emotional freedom. Then you might just, like I said, you have this way of expressing. So you actually, I feel like you return people's voices to them, right? So sometimes we get stuck. Like, I really do feel like a lot of the people you help is like they were stuck in the past. And so they kind of lost their zest for life. And then you come in and you just give them that new sense. You give them this new sense. You bring back their voice. Very exciting, like exciting, yeah. And then we also have transform. Yeah, you have, and it's all like, this is such a beautiful reading, because it all just goes together. It all just, there's so many synchronicities, and you help them. Yeah, you transform them. You help them change their life. I mean, I would say, yeah, no wonder they fall in love with you. you have this beautiful energy. I hope you recognize it. I really, really do hope it, because I don't just feel like this is in terms of like romantic love, but I think in general, like you just have this beautiful energy. Oh my goodness. Group 1, kudos to you. I hope you like, you treat yourself well and you recognize all of this. Don't push it away, because I do feel like a lot of you have this problem with like you are very giving but have a little trouble receiving. So now maybe you don't receive well compliments or something like that. But no, my friends, the truth is the truth, and here it is. And so acknowledge how awesome you are. That would be, I would hope that you do. And if you haven't been feeling connected to this particular energy, I would say I would say think of yourself as a friend, right? And how would you get them out of that like rut energy? Because maybe for some of you that you're feeling like, oh, but this is really for me the highlight. This is the true core of who you are. And so if you're not connecting to it, I think it's time for you to have fun. I think it's time for you to sing some stuff, connect to it, because this is really your energy. And it's very beautiful. And the more you are connected to the energy, the more I think, oh, like the transformation, you're just gonna keep on helping all those around you, whether you know it or not, whether you're actively doing it or inactively doing it. So very, very, very beautiful. Thank you so much for letting me read your cards, Group 1. I feel very, 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 very honored that I was able to see such a beautiful, beautiful energy. Thank you. So if you did like this reading, please do consider subscribing and do give it a thumbs up. And if you think somebody else could use this, maybe a loved one, family, or friends or coworkers who you think could benefit from this, if maybe they also need a little perk up, consider sharing it with them. Just wanted the family to grow, our like a little love circle to grow bigger and bigger. So thank you so much. I am sending so much light and so much love until I see you in the next one. Bye bye, my dear friends. Hello, my friends from Group 2. Oh, I'm so excited to be doing this. So if you're new, thank you for giving me a chance. And if you're one of my old friends that's come back, thank you so much for sticking with me. It does mean a lot to me. So let's go into it. So why do people fall in love with you? And so I carry your heart. I carry your heart. I carry it in mine. So what I'm going to say here is sort of like, I think people recognize themselves in you. There's sort of like, there's a sense of you called, and I mean this in a higher sense too, like you also have this way of understanding people. Yeah, you have like, I feel like you're very much maybe an empath, and so you really understand people. You make people feel understood. Wow. and it, oh wow, it just feels so emotional. Like I could almost, like my throat and my heart are like kind of squeezing a little. But that's the energy you have. This is such a lovely energy, because I feel like a lot of the people that you come into contact with, or the ones who fall in love with you, are often misunderstood. And so you provide them with this like ability, like you see them for who they truly are, but there's also a little caveat there. You also see them for who they can be. And there's a sense here that you're also capable of seeing beyond the limitations, their current limitations, and seeing the potential in people. So this is very beautiful to them. They also feel like, I feel like they carry sort of your, whether they acknowledge it or not, but people just carry your, I want to say motivation, but it's more than that. It's sort of like knowing that, hey, this person, group 2 believes in me. That sort of keeps them going too, even when they're having a rough time. Because I feel like you attract people that have like rough, have rough lives, or had a hard time with like relationships or something. You really attract. I want to say you attract the broken. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Oh wow, like it's so fascinating. Like I'm like, okay. And you have the six of wow. I love like this reading has been so full of synchronicities. Oh, sorry. So five. We're gonna go with five, and that's fine because I actually want to say, um, you have this like I don't actually think you. Well, no, you do bring about this tower moment, but I don't know. I actually feel like more like the six of sword, the six of wands, and it repeats twice, that you kind of bring about. That's what you do. You give people confidence. You do. So the tower, okay, I could see why. The tower that you bring about is actually, I feel like the false narratives, especially what I feel like it's kind of connected to this devil card, which is like the false narratives of like I said, you of like oh you'll never amount to something. I don't know why I'm saying, but like they have like all these to me are all very negative thoughts. They also might actually have addictions and a whole bunch of like bad habits, but really a lot of negative thinking, a lot of where they I feel like they think that they're powerless and that they're not good enough, that they'll never be good enough. Wow. If you actually hear all the thoughts of like, wow, and then you kind of come in here and you break that down, you say, no, that's not true. Um, you really do. You lift them up, my friend. You really lift them up. You actually allow them to see that there's more to it. And I feel like they finally start to take power, start to take in charge of their life. We're like, okay, we're going to move forward. The Ten of Wands. I feel like you help them. Oh wow, you are like, oh my goodness, group two. You have very well. Like every pile's been like group one was really beautiful too, but there's just something about you. You help carry their burdens. You really do. So maybe a lot of them confess a lot of different things, like maybe how they messed up. Like, oh, I messed up. I did this. I've heard, because these people, like I said, they feel like they're a bit broken. And not in like that they're actually broken, but they feel broken. They feel like they're not good enough. They feel like all these mistakes. I'm surprised there was no Five of Cups here, because it sort of just, it feels like a Five of Cups. They're often either in the victim mode, where they're like, oh, I couldn't do anything. I really feel like they're like, I feel powerless, right? But then there's also the sense of like, oh, but I made so many mistakes. There's nothing I can do. Like, but you come here and you change them. You actually you pull them out of that. You really like, you transform them, and sometimes it might even oh wow, I'm sorry. I just find it funny because I'm actually hearing like sometimes you actually take the sometimes you have the gentle approach, the gentle of like, no, you know you can definitely do it, very much cheerleader, very beautiful, and then sometimes when they're just like, when they kind of can like keep on being in this like, I can't do anything right or any of that, you actually turn into the Queen of Swords, and you just, yes, you snap some sense into them, which makes me like, I love that, because sometimes that's what people need to hear. They need to hear there's a gentle approach, and I think you do try the gentle approach, right? But sometimes that doesn't work necessarily, and so what you do is that you try a different approach. But everything you help ease their burdens. I really do think so. I feel like you also like, you give them action plans, if you will. You'd be a really good coach in terms of like, okay, how do we how do we move forward? There's a sense of like baby steps that you help them through, and then they start to get more and more confident. And even if you like, if there's like, if you aren't with them, like if you break up or whatever, because they do have a lot of like issues and stuff, the things that you have taught them, they still carry with them. That's what I feel like that's something that is important for you to hear. So I like this. All right, let's see what other stuff we have. Crossroads. Okay, we have introspection. Look at those, beautiful. And so this is, sorry, like I wanted to show you. This is the Love Learner Roman by V Love and Tarot, and this is the Divine Intelligence Oracle by Moon Moth Goddess. This is the Wish Oracle. Look at that. By also Beloved and Tarot. And this is my Mystic Sight Oracle. And oh, look at that. Oh, wow. I love you. This is the I love you affirmations by Gifted Soul 777. Wow. I love that. Everything is just, you have no idea. It's sort of like it all goes together. And then we have change. Look at this. Look. And this is my healing, Nature's Healing Oracle. I'm sorry. Like, if you like any of these oracles, they are on Etsy. Buddy, you're kind of in the way, my friend. Yeah, you are. You don't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. So I do think that you come and you help people. Like, they are in this crossroads. That you help them choose a different path. And that's what I want to say to you. You help them choose a different path. You open them up again. And it could be that you really do bring this tower moment, but it's not a bad tower, actually. It's a tower that actually finally breaks them free of the devil card, which is very important for them. And again, look at this, their heart. The heart is where it's at. You kind of, you change their heart. You really do change their heart. Wow. Introspection. They finally go deep within themselves. And then, oh wow. And then, so they go deep within themselves and they finally start to see their value, to start to see what is important to them and what is important, like, you know, what is important. And they have this sense of confidence. So I would be totally not surprised if, like, if maybe some of those people who you've had in contact with, like, you just help them change their life so much. Maybe not all, because some, you know, there's still some people that need a lot of work, but I do feel like you might, like, run into somebody maybe who you might have, like, you know, gone out or something, and you see that this huge shift and change in their life. It really comes from you, from this meeting of you. So it's very beautiful. And so I take responsibility for my own actions. I think this is the thing that you're helping them with. I think that's what you help all these other people with. And so this is why they love you, because I think you challenge them. You're not somebody who just, like, you are very supportive. You do have a lot of empathy, like I said, but you are not just, you're not just willing to like be like, okay, I give up. I've had tough situations in life, so therefore I'm just gonna give up. No, you are like, nope, that's not something. And so this actually tells me a lot about you, because I feel like that's something that you've gone through things and you don't give up. And so this is sort of something that you keep sharing with others. Wow, so beautiful. I really love this, like, reading. I'm just, oh wow. Okay. And so the teardrops here, so wisdom, lesson learned, and grievances. This is for me the 5 of cups energy that I was saying, that I'm surprised they because it feels like a lot. They really feel like they make a lot of, like, mistakes. Like, this is what I almost, if I were to tune into the energy here, I would just hear a lot of, like, negative self-talk. And so you actually make those, right? You actually help them, like, hey, no, there was lessons to be learned, right? There's wisdom to be gained. It's not for you to be stuck in this forever, right? You need to shift and change. You have to start taking responsibility for your actions, right? And because I feel like the 5 of cups is not necessarily, like, it's more of like, oh, I messed up, and then just staying in that sense, rather than being empowered. You empower people and you change them. You are here, and the change here is beautiful because you help them drop the leaves that are no longer there. And that's why I feel like the tower makes so much sense to me. You let them release. Wow, you have a very, like, healing energy. And so they release all the past hurts, all the past mistakes, but not only release them, but you help them change it into, like, lessons, to wisdom. Learn something from it. Take responsibility. Don't like, you know, don't just be like, oh, you know, that was something, I'm so bad, right? But not actually change. You actually help them change and overcome possibly major addictions in their life, which is very good. You also give them a sense of confidence, a sense of, like, self-worth. So group 2, if that doesn't, like, I could see why they fall in love. You help them. You especially, I feel like you help them when they're about to take a path to go deeper into this devil card, or to go and change completely. And it makes so much sense that you have like 15 to 16. You help them move from the 15 to the 16. Very, very, like, you may not know how strong and powerful you are, but there's so much power here. I'm just like in awe of it. Wow, so much. And there's a sense of unconditional love here as well, group 2. Wow. I'm like, you left me speechless. I really am just, wow. I'm really enjoying this reading. That's what I have to say. But thank you so much for letting me, read your cards. It really is like a beautiful energy. And I hope you will hope you see that too, that you have so much strength, and you really do help others. And if you are considering like being a coach, I really do recommend that you go with that. You have a natural gift for it. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. So thank you so much. If you did like this reading, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing. And also, if you know of somebody, that could use something like this, or my kind of readings, or whatever it is, maybe send them this way if you can or want to. And thank you so much, so very much. It really does mean a lot to me just having you here. So until I see you in the next one, I am sending you so much love and so much light. Bye bye, my dear friends. My friends from group 3. Oh my goodness. I'm enjoying this reading because there's so much positive energy here. And so let's find out why people love you. They fall in love with you. So we are all made of stars. There's a sense of, well, okay, first of all, very something that people are attracted to. Probably your lips, maybe your voice. Also your face in general, but like your lips and your voice has something like very sexy quality to them. Eyes, very emotion. You have like a lot of emotion. You can, the inner depth to you. There's a sense of like a lot of like freedom here too. There's like you're maybe a wild child of some kind. Yeah, I really do feel like that. And so maybe a star seed because of the stars, or you also have healing energy. But I really feel like there's a sense of wildness too. Like I almost feel like there's a wildness. They also feel like you dress really well. Sorry, like this is random. Yeah, like you have this sense. This is a unique nature to you. Like you're very unique. That's what I'm saying. Very unique. It attracts people, and very exotic. I have to say, very exotic as well. So it does. That's the first impression. Oof. Yeah. And like I feel like you're an old soul too. Your eyes just feel like they've seen a lot. Wow. Oh, there's a lot. Like I want to say there's a lot of beautiful things to you, my friends. Yeah, like it's very knowledgeable. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to get everything to squeeze in there. I just have sometimes. Okay. Sure, look at that. Ooh. I was thinking that the lovers would be there for you, because I feel like you are very tempting. You're just one of those, like, I would say, like, temptress, or tempter. It's just, there's something about you. There's this quality. Woo! Lordy. Very, 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 oh my goodness. Wait, I can't show you naked people. You're not seeing naked people. Sorry, I can't do that because, like, YouTube doesn't like it. And I know. So, yeah, but very attractive. Very, 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 very attractive, I have to say. Whew. Okay. Well, it's not, it's sort of just the energy. Like I feel other people's energy, and that's just something like, oof, you stand out. Like I can almost see you walk into a place, and there's just something about your energy that makes people like take note of you. Very confident also. And this is just from this card. I'm actually going to get into here, but and also the lovers was kind of like guiding me here. But look, you're very giving nature, like you're giving, but in a way that is sort of like you're not even aware of it. You're just a natural giver. That's very beautiful with the Six of Pentacles. But you actually, like, it's funny because the group one was also, or was it group two? No, I think it was group one that was very much a giver. But I feel like you are more able to receive. Group one seemed like they had a bit of trouble with receiving, but I feel like you are like, nope, giving and receiving. There's a sense of trusting in the universe, so trusting that what you give out comes right back, but multiplied, I would say. There's a sense of clarity. You just feel really confident in many ways. Like you have this sense of like you help others gain clarity. Like so much knowledge. You're very knowledgeable. Yeah, there's a sense of knowledge here. And then with this judgment, the judgment card here, it's almost like you are, like you call people to awaken, but I mean awaken to their true self. I feel like you are a person who cuts away the static created by, I would say, like external forces. I always call external forces, it could be like, you know, like schooling, TV, all that kind of like a programming kind of energy. But you don't, you cut across that. You actually give a sense of clarity because you are very, if you aren't this way, it's like it feels you're very confident, you're very assured. You may not even be aware of how awesome you are. And there's a sense of like a not knowing, because of the eyes closed. There's a sense of you may not even know how attractive you are. I just feel like you don't know what you do to others. It's so funny. You are very, very, like, you call them out. I feel like you are kind of the star that it just attracts attention, whether you know it or not, whether you see it or not. Wow, I love this. Because I also, with this Four of Pentacles, I feel like Four of Pentacles would be like they're closed off. That could be something too. But I also feel like you help them gain a sense of worth, understanding. But I do feel like whoever it is, they're usually closed off, and they you just bring in here. Whew, your energy is striking with this Chariots and the Lovers. You also allow them to be okay with their shadow side. You're like, it's okay, both the light and the shadow. You're okay with both of those too. You don't shy away from aspects of yourself. You actually want to know yourself completely. And so this transfers onto others. It makes them want to know themselves really well as well. It's sort of like, okay, before I feel like they would just be, you know how we all try to like hide an aspect of ourselves, or like, no, that's not our best. No, you are like, oh yeah, you could even be like, oh yeah, I'm not that good at something, and you admit it openly. You're like, because it doesn't deter, it doesn't take away anything from you. The Chariot, there's a sense of motion, there's a sense of purpose. You actually do feel like you have a lot of purpose. And so I feel like for some of you, you're like, no, that's not. But I really feel if you haven't achieved where you actually are, because I do feel like again, the closed eyes lets me know that you may not even, you may hear this and you may like, oh, that's not really, no, but there is you. This is you. If you haven't reached this point yet, I would actually talk to others about it, because you may just not know the type of energy, the type of like the type of power you have. You're extremely powerful. Like, I sense it, and it's beautiful. Like, but it's a bit scary too. Yeah, I'll be honest, because there's a sense of like a very strong assertiveness there. And you make people challenge their. I want to say you make them challenge their own beliefs, like things they're holding on to. Oof. Again, very, 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 like, there's a sense of ascension here, a sense of awakening. You awaken their true selves. Very, like, that's a very strong thing here. You help them move forward. Give them a sense of clarity. Oh, compassion. Wow. Coffin, yeah, painful ending, dying love, trouble, relationship. No, I really think for me the coffin is understanding that there is like there are endings here, right? Oh boy, it's like my little buddy just he lost it. Okay, buddy, we're just gonna move you slightly. There we go. We're all fitting in here. Like there's this shadow side. Like I said, you're okay with the shadows. And I feel like that's something there too. Let's go see. And this is the Love Lenormand by V. Love and Tarot. This is the Divine Intelligence Oracle by Mumat Goddess. I was like, can you see everything? My little friend. Okay, and so meditation, there's a sense of, maybe that's why you close your eyes to see. Maybe you tell people, very strong, like psychic. Oh yeah, that's something else. I didn't say that, did I? Very strong psychic sense. Like I said, you just feel powerful. But yeah, strong psychic sense. Third eye right there. Yeah. Wow. Clarity. Love it. Because that's that sense of, that's the Ace of Swords. You bring about clarity to others. And here with the crystal ball, it tells me you're very, like, maybe you're definitely psychic in some way. Oh my goodness, I forgot. Let's cover that up. Okay. And I am heard. Okay. We have like long gloves. I'm gonna try to cover it all up. Okay. So other people have a sense of doubt. They're not sure, especially about themselves. I feel like they have a lot of self-doubt, and you come here and you give them a sense of clarity. You do listen to them. I do feel like I am heard. Yeah, so long gloves, handling affairs with care, cleanliness, concealing true intentions. Handling with care. Maybe you have the sense of handling things with care. To me, it's actually like in cleanliness. It's sort of, to me, this healing, like cleaning energy of like, you pull the mask from other people's face. Like, yeah, I really do. And it's a very strong statement, but it is what I've seen here. So the chandelier have bright future, magnificence, dim soul. Yeah, I feel like all other people, like a lot of the time you meet them souls, like they and by that I mean like they wear masks, they're conforming. They don't necessarily agree with certain things, but they just conform and they just go along with things. And then you come here and you just really shining your bright light that you are. You just make them have to, like, I would say, be honest. I would say like the ending of a charade. Let them be truly who they are. I almost feel like you hear their true calling. You hear their true voice. See, concealing true intentions. You bring that all out into the light, and then you journey. It's a sense of, and even with the chariot, it's sort of like you help them move forward from a place of truth, from a place of them, like their true selves. It's a sense also of like freedom, but also understanding that there is, like, maybe they always felt alone, and then they see that, wait, there's others, and then you kind of guide them. So I also feel like you have a lot of people who you've changed their lives. Just all of these people, you're kind of the leader. Very much, yeah, that's true. Very leadership. It's funny because you have leadership qualities, but at the same time, I feel like you're a lone wolf, big time. Like you don't feel like a pack. Like you're a pack leader, but you don't really have a pack. In terms of, like, I think you change people's lives, and they, whether or not you're aware of it, they kind of become your pack. They send you positive energy. They acknowledge you, even if you're not together, even if you're something, you there's something about you that even if they haven't seen you in a while, they still, like, they think of you. They just do. They really do. And those moments, and you come in, like, there is such a quality. You're a harbinger of change. And you come in and in those very moments of doubt, you come in and you help them see the truth, the clarity. I almost feel like you really are a starseed. There's a sense of you are there divinely. You help others divinely. Wow. Yeah. Awaken especially to that. Wow. So this is like I said, like, you will feel very powerful, my friend. And so I'm not gonna be too nosy with you in terms of anything. I just very beautiful energy, group 3. I'm just like every group is such different energy, but they're so clear and beautiful. And I could see why people fall in love with you because and I don't think they can hold on to you though, my friend. It's also something else. Like I feel like you might be one of those, you might, find one or two that are your true mate or your soulmate and everything. But I feel like there's a sense of like, you kind of are more, like I said, a lone wolf. Even though I do think that people like very much kind of are a part of your pact, but from a distance. I hope that makes sense. It just does. I'm very much this leader. Wow, such a beautiful like reading, and I'm very I feel very blessed that I was able to do all these readings. This one's very beautiful as well. So thank you so much for being here, group 3. I hope it makes sense. I hope it resonates. And if it doesn't, I really do think this is your energy. You might just not be 100% there, but hopefully listen to it more often. Come back to this reading. I don't know why I'm saying that. I don't say that ever, but just come back to this reading as you grow, as you get more in tune to your own powers. You're gonna see. This is all gonna pan out for some reason. I have to say that. And I don't, like I said, I don't say stuff like that. But I just feel like there's something about you. So I'm just putting that out there. Thank you so much. If you did like this reading, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing. And also, if you think this or any of my content is, could help, loved ones, coworkers, any it could be even a stranger. Please let them please share it if you can. I would like to grow this our community bigger, making it bigger, and have more of a circle of love, if you will. So thank you so much for being here. I am sending you so much love and so much light. Until I see you in the next one. Bye bye, my dear friends. My friends from group 4. Oh my goodness, I'm really loving this reading. Whew, it has been such amazing. I'm so glad all my viewers are awesome. Okay, so here it is. Just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. Oh, and this actually reminds me a lot of the, I forget which one it was. Oh, it's a reading where there was metamorphosis. Right. So I'll try to figure it out because there might be some messages in there for that one. And so when I look at this card, and so I'm gonna go with that, the energy here for a group 4. I feel like you are, well, very much. I feel spiritual. There's a sense of spirituality here. There's also a sense of, oh, I really like this, the full energy, like a childlike quality to you. There's an innocence. That's what I would say. There's this innocence to you. Unassuming. You're unassuming, which I think very much attracts others. I feel like your energy is very cute, if that makes sense, but it just does. It's just there's a cuteness to you. There's a sense of, there's a lot going on within yourself, because I close the eyes. You look at, I feel like you feel things very much. I want to say psychic. I feel like you are clairsentient. Yeah, I feel like that is what it is. It might be clairaudient as well. Maybe clairvoyance, but more audio or feeling. I feel like you are. There's a sense here. And I know this is weird because it's all about love, but it's been bigger than that. You bring joy to the world. That's a gift that you're supposed to share. I don't know if you there's a sense of that. Group 4, you are leaving me here. Yeah, very strong sense here. Oh, can you see everything? I'm just trying to but I see my camera is now at an angle because my buddy is here on this side. Don't move. Page of Cups. Yeah. Oh wow, look at that. All right, I love this. So you have this. You do have Two of Wands, but the Page of Cups is the energy I actually feel that you are. And then you also have the Hangman and the Four of Swords. You're a dreamer, or you help people with their dreams. There's a sense of youth. I know, I can't say it. Like there's a sense of youth, even though I also feel like you're an old soul. Isn't that weird? It's sort of like that. I feel like you see things in a very different perspective. And like, again, eyes closed. It feels like you hear things, you're very intuitive, very psychic. Okay, and then, sorry, it's like, here, why do people love you? I think they love you because you show them an alternative. You show them a different path they never thought. You open them up to a whole new world, because you yourself are always. I feel like you're always. There's a sense of growth here for you, and you accept them. You accept them. Yeah, you accept them. Like I'm not even gonna like say, oh, you accept them as no. You just accept them. Yeah. There's a sense of you see little similar things. You see the potential. You give them choices. I feel like as a why they love you is you're able to show them a whole new world. Like I really like I know it's strange. So those who are attracted to you are, whether they know it or not, they felt a longing for some sort of like spirituality. They're like, so here I feel like those who are in love with you, this is like such a spiritual energy here. I'm gonna say there's more to it. It's sort of like they might just like, I think they were attracted to you. They thought you were cute. There was energy about you. You kind of had this innocence. Like I said, there's this like innocence to you that really attracted them. And like you are quiet and mysterious. But all of this, I feel like the connections, it's very much, there was a spiritual element to it. Like I said, you open them up to a whole new world. Like that's just Two of Wands twice here. And the choices here. You actually let them see the illusion. Wow. We're getting deeper and deeper here, my friends. But yeah, you show them the illusion about things. You show them what's real and what isn't. Wow. The Page of Cups to me is it's a sense of creativity. Also, maybe you help them connect to their creativity. You help them to connect to their inner child as well. And the Four of Swords to me, it's like dreams. Wow, like what I'm seeing here is like you are a resting place for weary souls. Wow. And that's what it is. And you still have this. Wow. Sorry, I'm like saying wow, but it's just it's so big. This is not like a superficial like la la la. No, this is like you bring in, whenever there's a connection, whenever like you pull in somebody, because I almost feel like you pulled them in. There's something about you. There's magnetism to you. You pull them in and you change their world. Like you actually show them like, no, you don't change the world. It's actually you open them up to the world, to the possibilities, to things, to seeing things in a whole new world, in a new perspective. And there's a quiet demeanor. You're not, there's a quietness to you. Almost like I can hear you whisper, but like there's whispers here. You also, I feel like the connections that you have, they dream about you. Even when you're not together, even if there's a sense of dreams, you connect with them. Even now, wow, you connect with them, you send them love. There's a sense of very spiritual energy here. We have dog, yeah, awareness. So this is, I'm sorry, I like to introduce them. This is the Love Lenormand by Beloved and Tarot. This is the Divine Intelligence Oracle by Moon Moth Goddess. This is the Wish Oracle by Beloved and Tarot. This is my Mystic site. This is the Love You Affirmations by Gifted Soul 777. This is the, I want to say, Fairy Tale Dreams, and by Beloved and Tarot. And this is my Nature's Healing Oracle. And you can find these all on Etsy. But the reason why there's a sense here, wow, look at that. There's so much. Even like, can you see everything? I'm trying to squeeze it all. I'm sorry that it's really hard, but my friend is here and I don't want to move him really. There's a sense here you have love, support, loyalty. Oh yeah, it actually doesn't have loyalty. People feel very loyal to you, and they feel that you're loyal to them. And like I said, I feel like even if you're not together, you send them energy of support. You have this unconditional love. I could see that as well. Oh wow, and awareness, yeah. I really like this. This is actually, look how beautiful it is. You see yourself in others, and you show them yourself in themselves. It's sort of like being able to be aware. Like you bring everything, you heighten it to a sense of spirituality. Like you bring everything, not in a superficial level, you keep it at a very high level. That's why they love you. They love you because you show them who they can be, or what the world can be. I almost feel like you don't see the limitations. You give them, wow, and again, look at this. There's a sense of purpose. And this sense of purpose, again, if you actually see this, wow, I want you to see this. Love the synchronicities here, the sense of purpose. There's a sense of spirituality here, like you are in prayer mode. You help them. Those who love you fall in love with you, or you help them see themselves, you help them to see the world as it really is. I really want to say you break the Maya, you break the illusion in so many ways. I want to say, like, even here, it's almost like you bring them to spirit, you bring them to God, you bring them to like something bigger than themselves, something bigger than their life. I don't know how to describe it. And then there's a sense of home. You give them a sense of a place of security. You give them a sense of comfort. And for me, though, the home is also like spirituality is the homes, the home to spirit, the home to God. There's a sense of you also, I guess, attract lost souls, but not so much so. It's sort of like there's people who are calling out. I feel like you're answer to many people's prayers. Wow, which is a very strong statement, I know. But I feel like when they're at the most lost, or when they've lost hope, is what I feel like. You come in this energy, or whenever, if you've met them before and they think about you, or somehow you know that they're missing or needing some upliftment, you just know it intuitively. Oh man, and you just send it to them. Emotions. No regrets. I understand that mistakes are part of the learning process, and that today is a new day. And so you bring them the new day. You bring them a new world. Wow. I'm so speechless by this. This energy is so beautiful. You help them move past regrets. Yeah, I do see this. Satin teeth, comfort, reassurance, and security. And so you give them that comfort, you give them that reassurance, you help them, you support them. Even, wow, which is like, it's a long-term process for you. Even if they're not in your life, even if they just came into contact with you for a little bit, you're still sending them love. I can feel it. You're still sending them peace, and you wish them happiness, and you wish them and you try to support them energetically. This is who you are. Wow, so beautiful. You pray for them. Yeah, and they really wow. And you help them release. What are they releasing? Releasing emotions. I feel like maybe they were stuck. in regrets, and you help them release it. You help them. I almost feel like you melt their heart, you melt their iciness, you melt whatever it is that has them like a grip on them. You melt it away. That's with your love. Really, it really is. It's just with your love and your support. But I feel your love. Like you send them love and you send them comfort. You send them all this. Wow. And then they choose a different path because of you. They see the possibilities. They see through the illusion, and they connect more to spirit. They connect more to God. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna, and then you take them like to where they really are meant to be. So, oh no, I'm gonna read it. Just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. And I feel like that's what you do. When people think that their world is over, you come in and you show them, like you show them that's an illusion, and that there's even something even greater. Wow, I'm gonna leave it there, because it is like the words will never fully explain or even come close to how you've changed people, or like your energy. I really do feel like very close, unconditional love, very beautiful. So I'm glad I did this reading, because they're so like they're really amazing people. I'm very like can I just say you're all like deserve a big pat on the back, and yeah, like acknowledge the beautifulness that is you. And if you're not quite there yet, that's who you really are. Very beautiful. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. And I just showed, I realized my nails are all gunky. I'm sorry about that. I'm not really, I play with nail polish sometimes, but I'm not really, like, I'm very natural, I guess, or whatever. I don't even know. I'm just kind of lazy. Too lazy to paint my nails until they'll look all like dolled up and everything. So not something that you needed to know, but there you go. So thank you for being here. Please do consider subscribing. And if you know of somebody who could benefit from my content, my readings or anything, please do consider sharing it with them. I would love to grow. I love to grow my channel, but I don't know. There's something about me that's pulling me to expand. So thank you so much if you could do that. Just for sharing your energy here. It's a very lovely energy, and it really almost left me speechless. More than one occasion, it really brought up a lot of emotions and feelings. And so thank you so much, and I'm sending you so much love and so much light until I see you in the next one. Bye, my dear friends.